What's up guys, Creighton here from LogicLounge.com. Now I got an interesting question, and I've been talking about this for a while on my Twitter account, whether or not you should switch to OS X Lion. That's Macintosh's latest operating system. Now, it came out and there's all this big hype, but you know, it's not really cutting it for me at all. Actually, it's quite a bit of a burden actually to upgrade to OS X Lion. I've had so many problems with it that I'm just not sure that Apple was ready to release OS X Lion. Now, I've been calling it the Windows Vista for Mac because I've at least had so many problems with it that it's been frustrating for me to get through a daily routine or do something that you would do every day, and Mac has broke it, or at least just is dysfunctioning. One of the biggest things that I'm having trouble with is disk management. You have your disk utility in OS X Lion that you can use to format disks and view disks, and I've been wanting to format an external hard drive for my OS X, and I haven't been able to. Unfortunately, it's just broken completely. It will look like it's formatting the disk, but it will never format the disk, even left for a 24-hour period. Now with this, I was only formatting a 250 gigabyte external hard drive that would take no more than, say, 10-20 minutes on Snow Leopard. That's one of the bigger problems. I've had a ton of smaller problems with random errors and just general dysfunctioning of controls. Their new interface that looks a lot like iOS, I believe it's called Mission Control or something. Launchpad, there you go, Launchpad. Sorry, I can't think of it. Isn't working for me. It's very disorganized. And for somebody who has a lot of apps, you know, it would become a very big struggle for them to actually use something like that and find the app that they're actually trying to get to. It's just not an efficient way. And you can just press the command and space bar and actually search for the application that you want. And that's actually a better way of doing it. So I don't know what Apple's thinking was with that. Another thing that I've been having trouble with, Mission Control. It's very hard to have multiple spaces on multiple screens. Likewise, if you have dual screen setup and you use Mission Control a lot to switch screens, something that really gets on people's nerves is actually you can't have one space on one screen and your space on the other screen. If you switch a space, you have to switch it with both screens, which is kind of hard if you want one workspace, but then you don't want to move it when you have to go to another workspace. So it gets very hard and very frustrating. And then with this, you know, you can't really clean install it that well. If you want to clean install it, you have to install Snow Leopard and then upgrade Snow Leopard straight to Lion. Now I know Apple has, and probably by the time you're viewing this video, will have USB keys readily available for you to clean and install. But why did they have that before? And why didn't they have an option to do that? They didn't even offer it as an option. Basically, you went into the Mac App Store, you downloaded it, and you upgraded. That's all you did. Now great, that's great for people who want that, but it gets hard sometimes. And I just can't stop complaining about it. And I had such trouble actually formatting the hard drive to go back to Snow Leopard. Can you believe all that? After everything that I had to go through with Lion, I had troubles formatting my disk so that I could install Snow Leopard and downgrade to it. You can't downgrade from Lion to Snow Leopard. Apple does not give you that functionality. And another thing, it's hard to get your information from your Lion disk to your Snow Leopard disk. I ran into a big trouble where you would think that when you install your Mac, you are able to say, I want to bring over information from another partition. Now you'd think with Lion, oh sure, you can do that. You can't. You actually have to physically move information that you want from the disk, and you have troubles. It's like you don't know if you have it all, and you just have so much trouble. So it was hard for me to make sure that I had all of my information, all of my items that I use to be over on the new Snow Leopard disk. And then there's more problems. If you did it like me and you partitioned your hard drive to have 2 different partitions, and your first partition, your top partition, is your Lion disk, and your secondary partition is Snow Leopard, that will actually cause you problems. As soon as you get everything over on Snow Leopard, you're hit with a problem where you can't expand back to your full hard drive. In disk utility, most of you may know, you have to drag basically the partition disk to fill up the whole size of the disk. Well, I had problems. You can't drag that disk up. So as soon as you've gone down from the very top to halfway and you create a second partition, you can't move that secondary partition up to the first partition. And that was hard for me because that meant that I had to install Snow Leopard again and then transfer my information. Now that second time with Snow Leopard, I actually did something a lot easier, where I actually used a carbon copy cloner, and I was able to copy my whole my whole Snow Leopard partition to the first partition, and I was able to then format the second partition and then expand my disk. But that took me 3 days of work to go from OS X Lion back to Snow Leopard. Now I'm sure you could do that in a quicker time, but 3 days, I was down. I was not able to do my job on my computer effectively because of Apple's letdown of OS X Lion. And it's just been hard. So I urge you guys, if you are on Snow Leopard, wait. Wait for the second service pack, wait for the second major update where Apple will fix all of this. There's no better reason to go up to Lion. There really isn't. And, you know, if you could struggle with it a lot, and, you know, you wait, because we don't know when Apple will have this second round of updates due for OS X Lion. So you'll really have to wait until they do it. So just stay on Snow Leopard. That's the best thing that I can tell you to do. And if you are on Lion, downgrade. I really urge you to downgrade, but make sure, and I cannot say this enough, back up, back up, back up. That's for a couple reasons, so that if you lose your information in the process of transferring it, you actually have a place where you can have it. And make sure that you create a list of every application that you want to put back on, because you might miss something, or you might forget something, and it would be trouble for you in the future. So make a list, make sure that you have all the information that you have to do, and go back to Snow Leopard, because Lion is just not worth it. And I'm sorry, Apple, if you're somebody from Apple is watching this, I'm not pleased with Lion at all. I am going to stay Snow Leopard until I get confirmation that everything is back to what it should be. And what I mean back to what it should be is, I mean that it's in a condition where I will be able to use it without these difficulties and without these settings. So look for my write-up on when you should be able to go back to Lion, or go to Lion when it's readily available. But with Snow Leopard, you have everything there. You have Spaces, you have Expose, you have, what else is there? You have the Mac App Store. There's nothing wrong with staying with Snow Leopard right now. It's just an easy breeze just to stay with Snow Leopard. So you've heard my argument on it, and if you think wrong, let me know in the comments. Tell me why I'm wrong, because there's bound to be those, you know, Mac haters like, oh, there's nothing wrong with Lion, what are you talking about? I don't know, it might be my computer. I have a brand new 2011 MacBook Pro. So don't think I have the old system. It's a brand new 2011 MacBook Pro, maxed out. I shouldn't be having trouble. And I've had tons of trouble and slowness. That's another thing, slowness. I've had such slowness on Lion when I was on it. It freezed for no reason. I am running an i7 at 2.3 gigahertz and 8 gigabytes of RAM. How can I be slow? I don't know. But there's something wrong with Mac software. Wait, did I just say that? Yeah, I just said that. There's something wrong with Mac software. But I still love and will hold true to Snow Leopard. Snow Leopard is by far Apple's latest operating system. So if you're on Leopard, I think it is, upgrade to Snow Leopard if you can, or if you're on Lion, go back to Snow Leopard. And that's it. So if you have any arguments for me, or you just want to argue a point towards me, email me, Creighton@logiclounge.com. You can email me with your tech questions. You can email me with just general life questions if you want to. Please, nothing, too over the top, but if you have questions for me, email me. Follow me on Twitter. Add me on Twitter if you want to, @Creighton, CRAIGHTON. Follow me on Twitter. Tweet me a question. I will respond. I've been trying to get more social on Twitter. I know I've been posting a lot of things, but I've been trying to really kind of get back there and post replies to people, which I've been struggling to do that with. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, youtube.com/LogicLounge. We are past 500 subscribers. Can you believe it? We're on our way to 1 million subscribers. And granted, it will take a couple of years and a couple really lucky breaks, but it could happen. And I'm planning for it because Logic Lounge is awesome like that. That's right. Follow me on, subscribe to us on Logic Lounge, youtube.com/Logic Lounge. Circle me on Google+. Google+, just search my name, Creighton Miller. I will be the only one there, because I am the only one in the United States with the name Creighton Miller, except for another guy who has the same name of Creighton, and we kind of get into a fight sometimes because he takes my name. But find me, circle me, follow me, tweet me, YouTube me, do something to me. Till next week, see you guys later.